Welcome back from the bench, everybody. As always, it's Eric, and today we have a hobby box of 2021-2022 Series 2. I know you're saying, Eric, another one? Look, it's cheap. These are down to, at 401 Games, $100 plus tax. Now, you can say whatever you want about the product. Obviously, I think the big issue right now for me about them is they all have that same print line, so they all have the same issue. So most graders won't give a lot of them 10s. I think you'll see as time goes on, I think you'll see a lot more. I think you'll see that pop count drop on a lot of them. I pointed out before, but essentially it's a print line that goes down the left side. If I see it again, I will show you guys. But still a pretty good class. And even if it's just mid-tier guys, it's pretty good compared to some. Like some of these boxes are $170, $160 plus tax, so you're $60 cheaper. And really, there's not really even a way to make your money back on hitting one of those big guys. So, you know, I'll take my chances here. Move the mic. I just checked again. Unlike last video, you get to see this face right from the get-go, not halfway through. So away we go. We got Rocco Grimaldi, Yoki Haru, Dustin Brown, now retired number there. And there we go, first Young Gun. Not a crazy one. We just got the Young Guns checklist, but it's Mo Sider and Lucas Raymond. Like I said, those are two pretty good prospects. You know, a number one D-man for a lot of teams who's super young, and, you know, a top 6 forward, you know, first round pedigree, 4th overall, I think. So just to have those two guys in here, you know, that's kind of worth it, I think, by itself. But Dante Fabro, we got Jake Neighbors, kind of fell off a cliff. I'm just going to move this a little bit. There you go. Fell off a cliff a little bit. But we got Jake Neighbors. That hole, I don't know what you do. Obviously, they started trading guys. I'm recording this early, so if Ivan Barbashev has been traded by the time you guys are watching this, I'm either extremely happy that he went to the Colorado Avalanche, or I'm extremely annoyed that he didn't. So we got Owen Tippett. I'm in a fantasy league. You don't allow anybody to be picked up that are under the age of 24 in the league once the league starts. Okay, this guy, people have been trying to pick him up all year. He turned, literally, Buddy went at like 12:01 a.m. and picked him up the moment he turned 24. One of the crazier things I've seen in fantasy. Ilya Lyubushkin, we get Chris Dreiger, and we got Roman Josi upside down in the Superstar Honor Roll. So it's Buddy literally called people out. Oh, you can't pick him up, blah blah. Yeah, Buddy must have had it like an alarm set in his phone, like, hey, it's his birthday. Go pick him up. Ryan McDonough, Dan Marino. Our first Young Gun, other than our Young Gun checklist, but our first true Young Gun is for the Nashville Predators. This is Thomas Novak. So there we go. Thomas Novak is our first true Young Gun. That's not a checklist. Last box, if you didn't check it out, you missed a good one. You can still go back and watch it. Those are all the extra hits we got out of the same box. Before this, you guys are probably wondering, if you didn't watch the episode, you're like, why do you have a bunch of like Fowler Pustinen and Samuel and Eric Carlson? That was all the extras that I got in that. Pretty good overall, I'd say. We got Mike Riley, Hamonic, and upside down, Benoit Olivier Grew, former Moncton Wildcat Benoit Olivier Grew. Just got his clear-cut Young Gun in the other day in my mail day video. I was pretty excited for that. Just like to get all the different parallels and stuff for a lot of the guys that played locally. Magnapani, Sanheim, Christian Fischer, Philip Hedel, and William Eklund. He's another one. I think he's down in the AHL right now, but, you know, lots of potential with him too. Another one, I think top 10 pick. I say it every time. I should probably have a list right behind the camera of like where all these guys are drafted, so I don't butcher them, but he's a top 10 pick for them. Looked pretty good last year. I think they're in the same situation. I think no team is going to try to win extra games and aren't going to try to get their young guys up. think they're just going to like lose as many games as possible and hopefully get Bedard, or even if they don't get Bedard, I think the young gun crop on this one's pretty good. Joe Pavelski and Morgan Riley. It's a new teammate there with Ryan O'Reilly. So, I don't know. Like I said, Connor Bedard, 100 points in the WHL this year in his first 40 games. The kid just, it's ridiculous. Scandella, Ivan Barbashev, please come to Colorado. We have Matthew Phillips. Talked about him getting traded maybe in a package for some people. Short little 5 foot, I think it's 5'9" or something like that. Little forward. Jacob Pelche, former Moncton Wildcats, up right now. Scored his first goal. Hopefully he gets more playing time. Anthony Mantha, Kucherov, Kubel, Stanley Cup champion, and Duncan Keith in the retro. Killorn, Zaitsev, Bjorkstrand, and Giordano. Actually going pretty quick through this one. Don't know why, but Scott Lawton, TJ Oshie, regular canvas here. This is Sean Monahan, now obviously on the Montreal Canadiens. Like everybody else on the Montreal Canadiens, he's hurt because everybody on the Montreal Canadiens is hurt. Another team that's just like, you know what? You should go get that surgery. Nah, I don't think you should play through it. I think you should just go get that surgery. We'll remember it later on. We got a young gun here. There we go. Extra. We got for the Buffalo Sabres, Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen. Not too bad. Like I said, I'm never going to complain. Maybe we'll get the same as last time. Maybe we'll get an exclusive on top of this, but never going to complain about getting an extra young gun. Canvases are the only thing that seem to save me for grading nowadays. So here we go. Looks pretty clean. Right to send that out. Young goalies, sometimes it's just worth it. We'll throw him up. Sometimes it's worth it for those young goalies. Put him up there. Either plays well or gets traded to a big market team, right? If he all of a sudden gets traded to Edmonton and does really well, or he goes to the Leafs because they switch their goalies 6 times a year, maybe it works out pretty well for him. Alexiak, Clifton. Another checklist. This is another young gun for the San Jose Sharks. Yona Gadjevich. So there we go. Gadjevich, Novak, and a young guns checklist. Not hitting the names you want the last couple openings. That's fine though. That's kind of the joys of ripping product, right? So Logan Couture, Brady McNabb. Our next young gun is for the Blue Jackets. I hit 2 Blue Jackets last break in Series 1. Can't get away from him, apparently. Igor Chinnikov. I struggle with that so much, but Igor Chinnikov. Same thing. Younger guy. He's only 20. Born in 2001. Yeah, 2001. So he just had a birthday. So kid's only 22 years old. Who knows what he will become. Columbus is another one that... just a rough team over there. That's a lot of teams right now. A lot of them are just battling at the bottom. And the players obviously aren't, but they just, if the GM's not making the moves and, guys are getting told, yeah, you maybe should, cut the season early. No hard feelings. Like, the guys are going to do it, right? Nobody wants to play injured, especially if you kind of know that you're not going to make the playoffs. So... that was the hardest pack to open of all time. I don't know why. We got Petrolangelo, got a Future Watch auto hits in the other day. Phil Kessel, Tyson Barrie, and Claude Giroux now on the Ottawa Senators. Tim Stützle, by the way, has been playing out of his mind lately. Might be a buy. Only thing is he plays for Ottawa. And it's nothing against anybody, but just maybe with new ownership, maybe that team will get a revitalization. Maybe something happens, but... just nobody really cares about a lot of guys on that team. You got Tanner Lisinski. So, but otherwise, his actual offensive numbers, all of his metrics, blah, blah, offensively, pretty good. Defensively, not the greatest. That's fine. We got a red marquee rookie, Anton Lundell. There you go. NHLer, young guy. And behind him, William Eklund. See, that's what I'm talking about. These are two guys, going to be NHLers, playing pretty well. I think Eklund's playing pretty well down in the AHL. I think I pulled up the stats on one of the last videos I did. Last time I opened this, I think. Lundell, I had his stats up for the year. They're not quite as good as they were the year before, but still not too bad. Same thing, plays for Florida is the only issue kind of going against him. But he runs with, if you get his young gun, he runs with Byfield. So, like, if they both play really well, become really good players, all of a sudden you have a Byfield. Say Byfield becomes a $50, $60 card. Wouldn't be out of the, unheard of. And say Lundell becomes a, $40, $50 card. Like, them by themselves would pay for the box. Meanwhile, not even if you get an exclusive or a young or a French or clear cut or high gloss, obviously that's hard to do nowadays. But Ryan Hartman, Barkov, Matthews, Rantanen, a French variant of Frank Vetrano, Mitch Marner, Nikushkin, and a Kyle Connor. But like I said, a lot of good potential in these in this box with just some of the names and stuff. I know I haven't even brought them out yet, but I have like a PSA 10 of like Raymond and Sider and a couple guys that I'm just like kind of sitting on, because I just think that maybe they're not going to get the crazy number now, but maybe they will in the future. If they don't, well, chances are they're probably not going to go down that much. So it's worth it for me to kind of just sit on them. One of those, a little bit of a longer term, not super long, but maybe, start of next season. Maybe if they make a run for the playoffs, I know Detroit's going to, but sometimes that's what you got to do with these guys. Connor Hellbuck, Cizikas, John Leonard, and Adam Ruzicka is our next young gun. Been a little bit of a rougher. Like I said, I like Eklund, but it's he's a rougher one to base your box off of. The $10, $15 young gun, because he's playing in the AHL, not even playing in the AHL. Have we got a clear cut here? I think we got a clear cut. Matthew Joseph, it would be a vet. It is a vet clear cut. It's a Colin Miller. What a random clear cut. Colin Miller clear cut. Hey, if this stays true to the other box we just opened, maybe we get. That's different. Are they all like that? Maybe we get an exclusive in this too. Last box, Series 1, we opened up, clear cut, Young Guns canvas, and get an exclusive. Maybe we'll do it back to back here. Maybe 401 Games just gifted us with some luck tonight. So Jesper Fast, Corpusalo, Armia, Taylor Hall, Flower, back in his, Chicago legend, Marc-Andre Fleury, before he got catapulted out of there. We got Philip Roenick, a blue marquee rookie, Svechnikov. I'm sending one of these off to get graded. Not one of these, one of his young guns. Marquee rookie. There we go. Lucas Raymond in the blue. Not a bad. You get a red of Lundell and a blue of Raymond. I'm assuming that probably said like $5 underneath me. I don't know, but I'm assuming that's probably $5. Somebody will pay $3 to $5 for that all day long. We got Ryan Getzlaf. We got Factor, the newest Toronto Maple Leaf. We got Paul Stastny. We got a blue Dazzler. And the Dazzler is going to be Mark Giordano, Seattle Kraken legend. Mark Giordano. Jordan Kyrou, Puink, Eberle, and Zibanejad. And final pack. If you guys haven't yet, hit the like, hit the subscribe. We're over 1,000. We're past 1,000. Now we're just full steam ahead to 2000. Don't know when this is coming out. Either there is a card show vlog video coming out soon, probably the next day, 2, whatever, or it would have been before this video. I'm recording this the night before the card show. Had recorded the series 1, so that'll go up Saturday. This might go out Sunday, but I might put the card show vlog up Sunday, so we'll have to see. Do a little bit of that. Card show vlogs, PSA reveals, mail days, box openings, a little bit of everything on the channel. Hopefully you guys can enjoy it. We got Jonathan Taves, Ryan Strome, Robbie Fabry, and a Jason Robertson in the canvas. Is that all of our young guns? Did we hit all your young guns? I know I did this last time and I was wrong. I missed it in a pack. We got Eklund, Ruzicka, Chinnikov. Yeah, we got them all. The canvas, the young guns checklist threw me off. So overall, not a bad same thing. No big names, right? You're not hitting the, I guess, really the thing that you're hoping for in this now is a Cole Caulfield Young Guns canvas. You know, everybody else is down. Sider's down. Raymond's down. McTavish is down. So it's a rougher Young Guns crop on terms of that stuff. Even though McTavish is having a pretty good year. A couple of the guys are actually having not bad years. I guess they just aren't taking that next leap that I guess some people would probably like to have. But once again, for $100, it's if you want to spend it. You know, people are paying $50 some for over $50, $60, $70 for a mega box of stuff over at Walmart nowadays. So would I rather spend $70 on a mega box from Walmart, or would I rather get a hobby box of this stuff? I would do a mega box. I do a hobby box of this all day long. Like I said, there's no sponsorship from 401 Games. I'm not telling you guys that at all. I'm not saying for one reason. I complained about them when it came to pre-orders. I will not pre-order anything off them again because it just takes them too long to ship stuff out. I'm getting stuff a week after the release happened. So not great for pre-orders, but for stuff that's already came out, if you're not in a huge rush for the stuff, if you don't want to just like go down to your local hobby shop and grab something, obviously you can always support your local. But if you're just like me and I kind of will order a couple things, order a couple boxes at a time for the channel, or make a night of it, you know you're gonna coming up. Like I said, they do have some pretty good prices compared to a lot of other places out there. So hopefully you guys enjoy this. Like I said, hit the like, hit the subscribe, check us out on Instagram. And for Eric from the bench, we'll talk to you guys later. Bye guys.